Hello and welcome to part 2 of Let's Break Ultima 8 Pagan. In the last episode we met Lithos without any formal necromancy training and stole a bunch of bed sheets from the Tyrant Queen. Shortly we will be using those to perform improbable feats of bridge building, but first we need to learn some air magic. Now it's time to treat with Stratos. First, ask Xavier about the tests and take them immediately. For the purposes of the walkthrough, I'm assuming you're already familiar with Stratos' teachings. If so, you don't need to read any of the books at all. With the test of centeredness, it is possible to cheat by drinking blue potions and rendering the avatar unconscious. This will cause him to slide gently back and forth instead of being hurled off the cliff. One of Salkin's desks will spawn blue potions, and you will need about 3. Now, go and see Stelos. Irritate him by chucking his stuff around and stealing the cash from his chest. Get the key off him and go into the monastery. Get yourself juiced up on magic mushrooms as often as you can and kill some of the blue theurgists. Get them when they start to turn red, as they look just like Santa Claus.
Die, Santa!
If you kill them before they beam out, lay their bodies on the altar. Stiff as a board. If you get lucky, Stelos may offer to help you kill them. He did for me anyway. Do this whenever you see one. Anyway, go downstairs and get 4 lumps of silver. Annoy everyone by leaving the mine door unlocked and throwing the key to the lurker. Now beam off to Central Tenebrae and get Coric to make the following foci: Pointing Hand, Chain, Bracer, and Open Eye. Note that although the game is expecting us to make all 8 foci, we are only going to make the ones we actually need. Do not return to Argentrock Isle yet. What we're supposed to be doing is returning to the monastery to place the proto-foci on the altar of focus so that Stratos can bless them with her power. What we're actually going to do is place them at the head of Mordea's bed, where she has her own private altar of focus, which probably shouldn't be there. Note that Stratos is single-threaded and unable to bless more than one focus at once. Jiggling the other one around a little afterwards is enough to get her to notice it. Now, beam back to Argentrock Isle and talk to Stelos. He will send you down to heal the beast. Do so and return to the surface. Meantime, someone's focus has been stolen and you will need to investigate this. First, interview Stellos, then Brother Xavier. Interview Cyrus and Torwin. Now find Xavier and boot up the Chain of Truth spell. Ask him about Torwin and Cyrus. Ask Stellos about Torwin. Then ask Cyrus about Torwin. If the Chain of Truth spell wears off, restart it. Now, go and see Torwin. Once he's dead, ask Cyrus about Torwin again.
Meditate on this, hippie.
Note that although my edgy 20-year-old self wanted us to slaughter the entire island, this doesn't actually seem to be possible, as the named Theurgists will always teleport to safety.
Be
So instead we're just going to leave them alone. After all, we'll shortly be destroying their god and their livelihoods, which is arguably worse. Talk to Stellos, who will tell you to go jump off a cliff. Note that the missing focus quest will be considered complete, even if you threw the focus to the lurker. Indeed, if you attempt to return Brother Xavier's focus, he will tend to take yours by preference. Go to Windy Point and speak to Stratos.
And yet another child is found. Please, Mom, come closer.
As with Lithos, a small helping of explosives will make this a lot more interesting.
And yet another child is found. Please, Mom, come closer.
Once you're done, make your way to Demon's Crag. Go up to the double doors. Whenever you open one, the other one shuts. Open the first one and stand in the doorway. Use Aerial Servant to flip the lever, jamming the door open, and go in. You should be at the Lake of Lava now. Drop one of the blankets onto a dark patch in the lava and jump onto it. Now throw another blanket ahead of you and jump onto that. Pick up the blanket you are not standing on and repeat until you have crossed to the central island. To get to the mainland, you will have to throw a blanket over a large gap. You won't be able to pick it up again, but you do have some spare ones, don't you? And you will never need to do this again after you have crossed the lake once. Once you're safely across, go and see the teleporter and beam out to Central Tenebrae. Go into Mordea's bedroom and steal 3 blankets, as before. Now, beam yourself back to Demon's Crag and go straight to the bridge which leads to the Obsidian Fortress. We are now going to take a sorcery exam without knowing any sorcery. Create a golem and lead it out over the bridge. Break down the doors. Because you have forced the doors, the sorcerers cannot close them with their magic. This becomes important later on. Go in and some crazy old man will appear, say something meaningless and summon 2 demons. Run past these and talk to Arcadian. Just say farewell and run into the portal. Now you are undertaking the 4 trials.
Huh? Is that song of lamentation I hear?
Take the Endure Heat test by using the blankets to make a bridge across the lava. Position each part of the bridge as far away as possible, as we have finite resources. You will need to save frequently and reload if you lose a part or cannot jump to it. Once you have used the blankets, go back to the centre of the dungeon and you should find a pile of logs. Take as many logs as you can carry and use these to finish the bridge. You may need several journeys. If you're running low on health, have the avatar sleep standing up, balanced on a log over some lava at over 2000 degrees centigrade. It works wonders. But don't try this at home. Now kill or avoid the demon and take the symbol. Jump back over the bridge. Next, take the flash test. We don't have anything resembling the flash spell we're supposed to be using, so we'd be in real trouble if we actually needed to teleport. Fortunately, we can brute force this using the healing flasks we stole earlier. Be absolutely sure to take the foci from the bag next to Flamesting. You can take Flamesting too if you want. Now, run to the top left edge of the map where the renegade sorcerer lives. Kill him if you like, but take the foci from his jewel box, then leave. Now take the Armour of Flame test. Be careful as you have no invulnerability spells. It's probably best to rest and save once you make it to the symbol. Then you can just try to escape, reloading if you die. Now, go to the extinguish flame test. You're a disciple of Stratos, the operating system used in B-52 bombers, so cast Aerial Servant and steal the 5 candles one at a time. Once the last candle is gone, take the magic helm and the symbol. Now we've completed the tests. Make utterly sure you did take the banished demon foci from the flash test. If you didn't, go back and get it now. Now, leave the tests via the portal. go out past Arcadian and up the stairs. Normally these doors would be locked shut, but because of our little breaking and entering stunt earlier, they're wide open, allowing us to escape in mid-exam. Note that while positronic avatars come with the necromancy presets factory loaded in ROM, this is not the case for sorcery spells, and the avatar will stare dumbly at the foci with a look of blank incomprehension. Fortunately, this is easily remedied. Now, having passed the 4 trials, it's time to learn a little sorcery. Talk to Vardian and Bane, and get to the point where you have to find their enemy's true name. By chatting them up, you have suddenly figured out everything about sorcery. Having gained their trust, it is now okay to steal their foci. Bane keeps hers in a bag, whereas Vardian is more civilized and uses a jewel box. Don't worry that they start acting strangely. They will both get agitated when you do this, but not enough to kill you. As a rule, stealing Baron's foci will cause him to find you guilty. However, it is possible to use Aerial Servant to steal things without him being able to detect it. In this way, you can grab the entire jewellery box of foci from his bedroom, which can be handy since the Ignite focus will allow you to complete the Pyros ritual without the usual unpleasant incident.
Ouch, that must have hurt Avatar, huh?
Sadly, that's all we have time for right now. In the next episode, we'll be cheating at our sorcery finals, annoying various ancient powers, and attempting to become a god. Until then, thanks for watching. It is possible to cheat by drinking blue potions and rendering with the drop a banquet onto a dark pack, then ask Cirrus about. Get them when they start to turn red, as they look like Senator. One of Sargon's desks will spawn blue potions. One of... Because you have forced the doors, the sorcerers cannot close them. Because you have forced the doors, the sorcerers...
Invigorating. Whoa!
Who am I? Such a dear child, so very young in his knowledge. Why, he's no more than a babe. I am Stratos, Titan Air, giver of life. To reach me took a great deal of courage. I wish to reward you. Take this focus out. With it you can cast the airwalk spell at will. Farewell, my dear child.